This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 516, Monk Mind, How to Increase Your Focus by Babauta of ZenHabits.net, and I'm Justin Malik. This is the podcast where I act as a personal narrator for you, all for free, usually from blogs covering personal development and minimalism, from popular authors like Mark and Angel, The Minimalists, James Clear, Derek Sivers, and today's author, Babauta of Zen Habits. Combined, these authors have tens of millions of readers, and I'm really happy that I have permission to narrate their articles for you. I'm also really happy that some companies believe in this idea enough and are helping to keep it alive. One such company is Talkspace, which offers online therapy. I really wish I knew about this a few years back. Talkspace makes therapy affordable, which is really important, but also convenient and confidential. For a special offer just for you, come by Talkspace.com/old. That's Talkspace.com/OLD. Now let's hear from Babauta about increasing focus as we optimize your life. Monk Mind, How to Increase Your Focus by Babauta of ZenHabits.net. I confess to being as prone to the distractions of the internet as anyone else. I will start reading about something that interests me and disappear down the rabbit hole for hours, even days at a time. But my ability to focus on a single task has dramatically improved. And that one habit has changed my life. While a few years ago I couldn't sit down to work on something without quickly switching to email or one of my favorite internet forums or sites, today I can sit down and write. I can clear away distractions when I set my mind to it and do one thing. And that changes everything. You lose yourself in that task, become so immersed that you pour everything you have into the work, and it becomes a meditative, transformative experience. Your happiness increases, stress goes down, and work improves. I know that lots of people have trouble focusing on one task for very long, and so I thought I'd share a few things that have worked for me. Focus best practices. There's no one way to find focus, but what works for me is to clear everything away and create a little space of tranquil focus. Some tips for doing that? Number 1, close the browser and your email program. If you need to work in the browser, then make sure no tabs or windows are open other than the one you absolutely need. Number 2, turn off all notifications. Trying to focus while something is notifying you of an incoming email or tweet or Facebook update is impossible. Number 3, turn off the internet. Shut off your connection, unplug your router, or best yet, go to a place where there is no internet. Yes, those still exist. This is the absolute best way to find focus. Number 4, close all programs and windows other than what you need for this one task. Number 5, have a very important task to do. Not just check email, but write chapter in my novel, or write that kick blog post I've been planning, or write that new Android app. Number 6, clear your desk. No need to spend all day on this. Shove everything in a drawer or put it in a box to be sorted later. Don't fiddle with this now. In fact, don't fiddle with anything. Don't worry about the perfect setup or perfect notebook for writing or the perfect anything. Number 7, plug in the headphones. If you have people around who might distract you, wearing headphones and playing some good, peaceful music is perfect. Number 8, use a simple program. For writing, I like plain text editors, TextEdit, TextWrangler, or writing programs that block everything out. OhmWriter, Lightroom, no distractions. Once you have this environment, and you shouldn't spend more than a few minutes setting it up, get going on your task. Do nothing but that one task. Don't switch to another task. Having trouble doing that? Listen on. How to increase your focus abilities. If you can't focus on one task for very long, don't worry, that's normal. Our brains have been trained by technology and society to switch tasks often. One way we've been trained is that switching to check email or blog updates or Facebook or Twitter is rewarding. We are rewarded with a little nugget of satisfaction in that someone has sent us a message, social validation, or we have something new and interesting to read, shiny and bright. Switching tasks becomes a positive feedback cycle that is hard to beat by single tasking. The way to beat that is to set up a positive feedback cycle for focusing. Here's how. Number 1, start small. You only need to focus for 1 minute at first. Clear everything away, pick your one important task, and just do it for 1 minute without switching. This is hard to do in the beginning, but if you consciously focus on focusing, you can do it. It's just a minute. Number 2, reward yourself. The reward for focusing for 1 minute can be 1 minute or 30 seconds of checking whatever you want, email, Facebook, whatever, or get up and take a 1-minute walk. Stretch, drink some water, massage your neck, enjoy your small victory. Empires are created with small victories. Number 3, repeat. Keep doing 1-minute focus, 1-minute reward, or 1 minute to 30 seconds if you like, for about half an hour, 15 of each. You're done. Repeat that later in the day. Rejoice in how much work you got done and notice how you set up a positive feedback cycle for focusing. Number 4, increase in small steps. Tomorrow, make it 2 minutes on, 1 minute off. Repeat that for 30 minutes. Do it later in the day too. Feel free to go wild and do 3 focus sessions in a day if you like, but it's not necessary. Number 5, keep taking baby steps. I think you can see the pattern by now. Make it 3 minutes on, 1 minute off on the 3rd day, then 4 to 1, then 5 to 1. When you get to 10 minutes, be crazy and take a 2-minute break. When you get to 20 minutes, take a 3-minute break. At 30 minutes of focus, you've earned a 5-minute break. And once you're at 30 minutes, you can stay there. No need to become a monk. Set up a positive feedback cycle for single tasking focus, and you'll reverse the years of training your mind has gotten to switch tasks. You'll get more important work done, and it won't seem hard. You'll find that focus becomes a form of meditation. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing, and you can thank me by sending me a craft beer from your hometown. You just listened to the post titled Monk Mind, How to Increase Your Focus by Leo Babauta of ZenHabits.net. Leo also has a book called Focus. You can find more info about that on his site. And I think therapy could also play a large role in helping focus. It can definitely help you make huge strides with anxiety, or if you just need to vent. A company that I'm recommending and who is helping to keep this podcast going and that offers just that is Talkspace. They're online so you can send a therapist text, audio, and video messages, and even do live chats. This would have been so helpful for me right out of business school. I was paying hundreds of dollars for a 30-minute session, and just getting the courage to go in the first place was a struggle. Talkspace will handpick a therapist just for you, and you can start for as little as $32 a week, which is really amazing. To sign up or learn more, come by my special link, Talkspace.com/old. And you can get this for even cheaper with a coupon code OLD that gets you $30 off your first month. A therapist is here and ready to help. Again, come by Talkspace.com/OLD and use the coupon code OLD to get an even better deal and to show support for this podcast. Big thanks to Talkspace for helping out. And I'll leave it there for today. I'll be back for the Thursday show tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you there where your optimal life awaits.
Hey, this is Dan from the Optimal Finance Daily podcast, which is a lot like this show, except more focused on personal finance. Justin handpicks the best posts he can find from blogs and authors like Ramit Sethi, Mr. Money Mustache, and more, and I read them to you 5 days a week. So if you enjoy this podcast, come on over and subscribe to Optimal Finance Daily too. And together, we'll optimize your financial life.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode, and head to oldpodcast.com. That's OLDpodcast.com for a free gift, as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.